Yo, what is good with you guys? It is Zeelon here, and I'm back with another Energy Assault video. Now, in today's video, I'll be ranking the primary guns in Energy Assault. Now, a lot of you guys have been requesting me to do this video for a very long time, and I'm so excited to give my thoughts and opinions on each and every one of these guns. And yeah, let's get started. Wait, before we get started, make sure to go join my Discord, link is in the description, and yeah, that's it, bye. Alright, so first gun we have is the Benelli. Now the Benelli is a good starter shotgun. It's a one-tap headshot, but there are other shotguns that I would rate it over on this list, but overall, I can see someone who is new to FPS games use this gun because of the damage, so I'm gonna be giving this gun a 3. Now the XMA is the most expensive gun in the game. It has a very good damage and a very good wall penetration. So yeah, it's simply an amazing gun, so I'm gonna be ranking this a 1. Now the PKM, I actually call this gun the spray and pray gun because every time I always see a level 1 shooting this gun and they always miss, bro. Like every time, they never hit their shots. And although this is a starter gun, it does have a very low damage, so I'm gonna have to give this a 4. So next on our list is the Scar. Now the Scar is a really good starter weapon. It's really perfect if you don't have any credits to buy another gun, and in my opinion is basically the best starter gun in the game, and it's also better than some guns on this list, so that right there, I'm gonna give it a 2. Now the Scorpion is basically a pay to win gun, but it's a very good pickup if you have VIP. Now the Scorpion is one of my personal favorites because of how fast and how good of a damage this gun does, and for that reason I'm going to be rating this gun at a 1. Next on our list we have is the AK-12. Now the AK-12 is literally the son of the AK-47 because they both seem to have the same fire rate. The iron sight for the AK-12 was also really terrible. When I was scoping in, I could legit not see my enemies, bro. That's how bad it was, so I had to resort to hip firing because I just couldn't use the iron sight. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to rate it at a 5. Alright, so next one we have is the MP5. Now the MP5 is basically the AK-12 but with a slightly higher damage. Now this gun is pretty decent if you're a low rank, but there are better options, so I'm gonna be ranking this at a 4. Alright, so next on our list we have is the SKS. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to go check out my video on me explaining why I dislike the SKS. But to keep it short and simple, the SKS has a very low ammo capacity, which is going to make it harder for you to kill. And on top of that, the fire rate is very slow, making it bad for close combat. So this automatically gets a 5 for me. Alright, so next on our list is the Sawed Off, aka the AirPod Shotty. Now this gun has a very high damage. I honestly feel like this gun should be nerfed because literally every mobile player gets tons of kills with this gun and it just annoys the crap out of me. So yeah, for that reason I'm gonna be ranking this at a 2. Alright, so next on our list we have is the VSS. Now the VSS is probably the first powerful gun in the game. It's still powerful now, but there are some guns that can actually outshine it. Anyways, the VSS does have the most recoil in the game, so if you can grind this gun out for the red dot, then it shouldn't really be a problem. And yeah, bro, this automatically goes at a 1. Alright, next on our list we have is the Chris. Now the Chris has a 1200 fire rate, which is the highest in the game. Now the Chris does blow ammo quick, so I would recommend not to get it if you can't hit all your shots. And I will also use this gun only in close range maps. I'm gonna give this gun a 3. Now the Tavar is a really solid gun. The damage on it is good, and it also has a fast fire rate, so this gun is definitely a 1 for me. The M82 is basically a snipers of all snipers. It is currently the best sniper in the game and also the most expensive sniper in the game, but the damage on this gun is very high, and this gun can also one tap to the bodies. But although I'm not a big sniper guy myself, I do feel like the M82 is a really good pickup, so for that reason I'm gonna be ranking this at a 2. Alright, next on our list we have is the Famas. Now at first I really used to dislike this gun, but when I started using it more and more, I began to realize that this gun is very underrated, so I'm gonna be ranking this gun at a 2. Now the Sega isn't really that good. It has a ammo capacity of 8, which is very low, and the damage is pretty underwhelming for a shotgun, so I'm definitely gonna have to rate this at a 4. Alright, so moving on is the M4. Now the M4 is a very impressive gun. It also sounds really good, and it also is very accurate in hitting shots, so for that reason I'm going to be ranking this at a 1. Now the G3A4 is a very impressive gun as well, but the only thing I would say about this gun is that it does have 20 bullets in the mag, which is actually pretty low, and the fire rate is a little slow, but the damage does make up for it, so I'm going to be putting it at a 2. Now for the intervention, do not waste your credits on this gun, please. Literally every time you shoot, it takes forever to shoot another shot. Like, bro, Look at how slow this is. So yeah, for that reason, bro, I'm gonna be ranking it at a 5. Now the Uzi is a very good SMG, I'm not even gonna lie, but the only problem I have with it is the fact that it has no scope, which honestly I think is a bummer, and it's also not meant to be used in long range because it gets very inaccurate. So I'm gonna put this at a 3. Now this badge kind of reminds me of the Benelli because they both kind of have the same fire rate, with the Benelli being slightly faster. Anyways, this gun isn't really that good. The spread is pretty tight and it's hard to shoot from a decent range, so I'm gonna have to give this gun a 4. Now the L85 is a pretty decent AR. The sound of the gun is a little weird to me, I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to give this gun a 3. Now the AWP is just like the intervention, it's really slow and the reloading time is just bad, so I'm gonna have to give this gun a 5. Alright, now the M240 is a really good LMG with a very decent damage. I honestly wish Energy Assault would add more LMGs in the future, but anyways, I'm gonna be giving this gun a 3. T90 is a very loud and solid gun. Now although the damage isn't really that good, it does have a nice ammo capacity at 50 rounds in a mag, and it's very lightweight, so I'm gonna have to rate this gun a 2. Alright, next up is the MP7. Now the MP7 is a very high damaging SMG. It is also very good at hip firing, and it's very good in mid to close range combat, so I'm gonna have to rate it a 1. Next up we have is the AK-47. So now we all know that AK-47 is basically a staple in every FPS game, right? So it's really a no-brainer that this gun is good. Although the fire rate is noticeably slow, the damage makes up for it, so I'm gonna have to give it a 2. Alright, now the G36 is a gun that I see most players use. It kind of reminds me of the Scorpion because they both have a similar look and sound, but this gun is cool, so I'll give it a 2. Now for the UMP, I literally see 0 players using this gun. Like, whenever I join a lobby, no one is using this gun, and it's for a good reason. The fire rate feels very slow and very sluggish, which is honestly bad for an SMG. And on top of that, the UMP has a very low damage. Overall, this gun is trash, so I'm just gonna rate it a 4. Now, most of you guys ask me, hey Zeelon, what's the best gun? What's the best weapon? Well, here it is, the Honey Badger, alright? This gun is honestly my favorite gun in the game, and the main reason I like this gun is because it excels in every category, from damage to fire rate to accuracy, and it also has a very satisfying sound. Like, bro, you can literally sleep to this, bro. Just listen to it. Just listen. Come on, Energy Assault. So that's basically a 1 for sure. Now next up we have is the Dragunov. Now the Dragunov has a very good fire rate, but the part where it really lacks at is the damage. When I was playing with this gun, it took me like 4 body shots to kill my enemy, which can be really frustrating, so I'm gonna have to give it a 4. Now last but not least, the AA-12. Now the AA-12, let me just say, bro, the AA-12 is the Black Air Force of all guns on this list, bro. Like, if you take this thing out, bro, let me tell you, you will make a lot of people rage quit. So for that reason alone, bro, I'm gonna be giving this a 1. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list video. This is my full tier list as of now, and I apologize in advance if I dissed your favorite gun. I'm so sorry, but yeah, this is strictly my opinion, and yeah, man, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys liked it, and yeah, it's your boy Zeelon. I'm out. Peace.